In a fight that lasted just 42 seconds and changed everything, a woman from a small town in Hebei, China, shocked the world by dethroning reigning champion Jessica Andrade. With that stunning victory, she became the first Chinese fighter to capture a UFC world title.
Can't stay in the pocket like that because Andrade looks
shots.
to fight like this. Wow!
Oh, clips!
And they're heavy
First
knees.
minutes.
This is not
Zhang
good.
Weili has her down.
Zhang Weili was born on August 13th, 1989 in Xiong County, Hebei, China. Far from the bright lights of a major city, Xiong County was a quiet agricultural town. A place where becoming a world champion wasn't exactly the kind of dream people talked about around the dinner table. But Zhang Weili was never someone who let her surroundings define her future. As a teenager, she immersed herself in Wushu, China's traditional competitive martial art that demands extraordinary flexibility, explosive power, and an almost obsessive level of discipline. For Weili, though, Wushu was only the beginning. She wanted something rawer, something more honest, something far more unforgiving. That's when she found mixed martial arts. Starting from scratch and far from the spotlight, Zhang Weili wasn't just learning how to fight. She was learning how to survive, how to embrace pain, and how to turn other people's doubts into fuel for her ambition. For Weili, this was never just a career. It was a mission to prove that a girl from a small rural town could fight her way onto the biggest stage in combat sports. Zhang Weili didn't build her professional career under the bright lights of sold-out arenas. Instead, she sharpened her skills in China's rapidly growing regional MMA circuit, where every fight became another step toward greatness. You could think of her as the modern evolution of Jackie Chan. She built her foundation on Wushu and traditional Kung Fu, but refined it through the demands of modern mixed martial arts.
Oh my goodness. I mean, oh my goodness. Wow. We have never...
That's the key takeaway. Traditional martial arts can absolutely be effective in real fights, but they become truly dangerous when they're combined with modern training methods, live sparring, and consistent competition against elite opponents. While many fighters are still searching for their identity or relying on a single martial art, Zhang Weili became something entirely different. She wasn't just a fighter who knew how to win. She was the kind of fighter who overwhelmed her opponents with relentless pressure until they had no choice but to break. Just look at her legendary battle with Joanna Jędrzejczyk, a fight so unforgettable that it became the first women's bout ever inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame's Fight Wing. Both fighters came out firing from the opening bell. Barely a minute into the first round, Jędrzejczyk cracked Zhang with a hard right hand that landed clean to the head. As the round wore on, Zhang began to find her rhythm, and every time she let her hands go with full power, Jędrzejczyk could clearly feel the impact. Round 2 picked up right where the first left off. The striking exchanges were just as vicious, with both women trading shots along the octagon fence. Zhang stepped in with sharp elbows, while Jędrzejczyk answered with crushing knees. Just seconds before the round ended, Jędrzejczyk rocked Zhang with a brutal combination that forced the Chinese fighter to retreat. The crowd erupted as the horn sounded, and the swelling around Zhang's eye was already becoming impossible to ignore. Zhang came out aggressively to start the third round. Jędrzejczyk absorbed several heavy shots before settling back into the fight and firing off powerful combinations of her own. In the closing moments of the round, they once again stood toe-to-toe, trading punches with neither willing to give an inch. The instant there was even a sliver of space, Zhang exploded forward and opened a nasty cut on Jędrzejczyk's forehead. But Jędrzejczyk finished the round strong, leaving the judges with another incredibly difficult scorecard. The fourth round was every bit as insane. Neither fighter backed down, and both took turns rocking the other with clean, damaging strikes. Even though Zhang had never been pushed this deep into a fight before, she never took her foot off the gas, continuing to pressure forward with relentless intensity. By the time the fifth round began, both women wore the damage all over their faces, but neither showed the slightest sign of slowing down. The final round was just as brutal as the first, with both fighters trading heavy punches until the very last bell. And when it was finally over, everyone in the arena knew they had just witnessed one of the greatest and most punishing fights in UFC history. When the UFC signed Zhang Weili in 2018, the women's strawweight division was at the peak of its talent. It was a battlefield filled with elite fighters, each bringing a unique style and a different kind of threat. Rose Namajunas was the reigning champion. Jessica Andrade was one of the division's most dangerous contenders. Joanna Jędrzejczyk was already a living legend. And among those three names, only Rose was able to make Zhang Weili fall. From the opening bell, Rose looked remarkably composed, almost as if she was reading every movement and every breath of her opponent. While Weili kept applying relentless pressure, Rose stayed patient, waiting for the perfect opening. Then it happened. In a split second, a seemingly effortless left head kick exploded into action with incredible speed, instantly ending Weili's momentum. A brief but devastating ground and pound sequence followed, completing one of the biggest upsets in modern MMA.
Look at that, look at that. Boom, bang, bang. Wow. Now she's realizing. Oh,
Moments later, the referee raised Rose Namajunas' hand in victory, cementing her status as the undisputed queen of the strawweight division. After her loss to Rose Namajunas, Zhang Weili faced her next major test in Carla Esparza. To be honest, this wasn't the easiest fight to watch, not because it lacked heart, but because of how effectively Esparza's wrestling neutralized Weili's striking.
All right, first of two title fights coming your way on pay-per-view tonight for the strawweight title. Carla Esparza and Zhang Weili.
Zhang entered the fight as the favorite and immediately took control of the pace from the opening round. While the volume wasn't particularly high, the difference in power was obvious. Every strike from Zhang carried serious force, and whenever Esparza tried to capitalize on a caught kick for a takedown, Zhang consistently won the physical battles, overpowering her in every scramble. The finish came in the second round with one of the rarest and most technically impressive submissions you'll ever see in the UFC. Zhang trapped both of Esparza's arms in a crucifix position while attacking the neck, leaving her opponent with nowhere to escape. Esparza was forced to tap, showcasing Zhang's elite positional control, exceptional grappling awareness, and tremendous upper body strength.